All right, this is part 21 of building the cave from Iron Man. So check this out. So the main beam is working fantastic, and I also added some supports to the sides. So check this out. So I added a secondary beam, just like I said I was going to, right under the master beam, and then I also included another beam also under the master beam, which is going right into the door here, or which what used to be the door. I put a whole bunch of screws into that 2x4, and then I put it right under that L bracket. So it's got the L bracket support and also the support right under the L bracket, and I also put some slotted flat fasteners on each side. So this thing is not going nowhere. That is like completely secure. So I'm also now with this gonna have to redo the door, because now of course the door doesn't shut, which is fine because this thing sucks anyway. So I'm going to be completely taking this off and redoing the whole thing, which is actually fine because now the deadbolt will actually be going into this 2x4, which actually works out pretty good just because this is a lot more secure. You know, if anybody wants to break into my shed, it's going to be a lot harder now after I, do all this. So anyway, so I added also these connectors too, which I was talking about in the last video. I wanted to have supports going from these beams to the wall, so I added two. I put screws, just one on each side, going into these pieces, which are perfectly leveled out. So I can use this now as like a little table. If I want to, I can use this as just like part storage. So I can have like a bin up here, and then I have my, little crafting hammering station over here. So that actually works out pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now, now that the master beam is in and I have the beams under that supporting it, I think I'm pretty much ready to start doing the window, which I'm probably going to dig into tomorrow. I don't have enough time today. It's getting pretty dark. The sun is obviously set, so I'm going to have to probably leave it for tonight, which is fine. But I got a lot done today. I mean, that master beam was a humongous addition to the cave. It was a pain in the ass to cut just because it was so thick. But my saw, actually, considering its age, did a great job. So yeah, oh, and also Noodles out here too. So yeah, so it's been a really productive day. Like I said, I can suspend my body's weight on this. So I don't exactly know how I'm going to build the second floor, if I'm still going to do that. I really want to. So if I'm going to do that, I'm probably going to do, because I have this beam left over. So this is another, actually, wait a minute. Are these the same length? Hang on a second. I actually have to measure this. Where's my L? There it is. Are these the exact same? Hang on a second. I don't know if these are both 2x10s. These are, that looks like it's 9.5. That looks like 9.5 for some reason. Oh, wow. These are like not even 10. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, so those are about I think these are the same size. Because what I was thinking is basically I could have, a thick beam like this or like that, going, not vertically, but standing up on its side like I have this master beam, going this way onto this right here, which is going to be nice and squared off. I mean, all this is actually pretty squared off. I could have two beams running from this wall right onto the master beam. And then obviously I'll have the ladder. If I decide to do the second floor, I'll have the ladder right here. So I'll be able to climb right up and access the second floor. But I'll have to put those beams on top of that. So it's going to be a pretty, if I'm going to build a second floor, it's going to be very, very tall. It's going to be very high up, which I mean, is fine because the ladder I have is pretty tall itself. So like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do it. It's kind of like a, if I have time thing, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm super excited to install this window. I'm going to be working on that probably all day tomorrow. It's going to be very challenging just because of its weight and it's so fragile. It is double pane glass, so I'm pretty confident this will survive the winter time. I don't know how old this is or really what condition well, I mean, not really good condition, but I think he'll be fine. You know, I'm just kind of hoping for the best. That's all I can really do. But yeah, this is really coming along good. I mean, I like, you know, didn't go to carpentry school. I didn't do this as like a trade. Like I just do this literally in my spare time. You know, so the fact that at, you know, 26, you know, I'm able to just use a bunch of these kind of spare parts, and build this massive addition off my shed is just super cool. I mean, looking at this is just so incredible. I mean, it really adds a whole nother like sheds, like it pretty much like doubles the size of my shed. Like, look at this. Like, I have literally doubled the size of it. And that's not including the hallway that I'm thinking about building, which if I was to build, I'd kind of have to build straight this way, and then probably, yeah, like take some pallets, and I'd probably have to, you know, come straight like this. So it'd be a relatively, here, hang on a second. Let me just like play around with this for a minute here. So yeah, so if I was to do the hallway, which like I kind of want to do just because like it's gonna snow and I don't want to have to, you know, struggle to open my door and like go through all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd like to have a hallway that I can walk through that's nice and dry. So if I was to make a hallway, it would probably be like this width, which is actually, it's really not too bad. I mean, that's a pretty decent size. Like I said, the door would be right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, this place is really coming into form here. I'm also, another thing too, which I'm going to do after I install that window, is I'm going to start making the border on this wall, because I haven't really started much of this wall yet except for that. So what I'll start doing is I'm going to, let's see, I can stand on this, right? I believe so. Oh, sick. Yeah, so I'll probably make a, let's see here. How am I going to do this? I'll probably have a beam coming off of the, I'll probably just make a bunch of beams coming off of this beam that are going this way, and then have beams going down, and then I'll start to form the windows, because I'm pretty sure from, let's see, there to there, I'm pretty sure I could fit a window in this space right here coming this way. At least I should be able to. Pretty confident in that. So originally I was gonna, yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. All right, well, anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna throw this up on YouTube, and again, I will see you in tomorrow's video.